Although many schools in the county are impacted by the smoke, only 2 school districts were directly affected by the fire, Gunderson said. Westwood Unified School District, which serves 189 elementary and high school students, was in a mandatory evacuation zone on Tuesday, and Janesville Union Elementary School District, a 1-school district with 386 students, was under an evacuation warning. After learning most of the families in the district had been displaced, Westwood Unified officials decided to postpone the beginning of the school year, previously scheduled for August 24, until 2 weeks after the evacuation order is lifted. Janesville Union students are scheduled to return on August 23. So far there are no changes to that plan. We hope we can get our kids back in school and have some level of normalcy, Gunderson said. On Monday, Trinity Alps Unified board member Jim Morey was hunkered down in his home under an evacuation warning because of the monument fire. The wildfire had burned more than 62,000 acres in Trinity County by Wednesday morning and destroyed 31 properties. The fire, which is only 3% contained, is threatening numerous communities and their schools. The smoke is terrible, he said. We are hesitant to open schools, which are scheduled to open next week. There are 695 students at the district's 2 schools, Trinity High and Weaverville Elementary Schools. About 30 of the high school students come from nearby communities. Morey is concerned that these students will not be able to get to the high school because the fire is burning alongside State Highway 299, the only route to the school from some communities. Caltrans has warned that the highway could be closed for a month because rock and debris must be cleared from the roadway. Morey says there are a few possible contingency plans to ensure students can continue learning if they can't get to school, including moving them to independent study or starting a small school in rented office space in another community. But he isn't sure there will be electricity and internet connectivity to make independent study feasible. A lot of the students were not in independent study last year and they aren't set up for it, he said. We would have to get them the computers so they could log in and do the coursework. In Nevada County, Lay can see the plumes of smoke from the Dixie fire through his office window at the Nevada County Office of Education. But he has also been able to watch the planes coming and going from the nearby air attack station set up to battle the river fire. In Nevada and Placer counties, the river fire has burned more than 2,600 acres and destroyed 88 structures, causing hundreds of families to evacuate, although no schools have reported damage. By Tuesday evening the fire was 85% contained. Lay expected to spend the weeks before school reopened this year finalizing a countywide independent study plan, reviewing COVID-19 requirements and ensuring mandated teacher training was completed. Instead, he has been helping school districts deal with evacuations. Last week he accompanied Chicago Park School principal Katie Kohler and her husband, Jordan, down roadways lined with burning embers to see if the school was still standing. Along the way, the group stopped to allow Jordan Kohler, a former firefighter, to put out spot fires. The river fire had burned up to the edge of the school, which was pink with fire retardant, and stopped. Several homes and industrial buildings around the school had burned, Lay said. 5 miles away, the river fire had also stopped abruptly at the edge of the Colfax Elementary and Colfax High School campuses, although it caused the evacuation of hundreds of the school's families and destroyed the homes of 12, including the home of a teacher, Principal John Baggett said. Elementary school staff spent Wednesday offering child care and counseling to the families of the school's 400 students instead of celebrating the first day of school as planned, Baggett said. The first day of school will be August 18. We pushed it 1 week to provide childcare for families, to be the reentry center today, and to reset and have a good start, Baggett said Monday. People are in crisis and need a moment to figure out their next move and figure out where they are going to live.